Miss Buff. How you doing? Let's go check on the chickies. This is Sammy, or Salmon Favorel. She's on 9 eggs right now. She doesn't like to be touched while she's brooding. She's really fluffy. She's on 9 eggs and she's doing good. We have a box on her to keep the other hens from messing with her. But so far she's doing good. She went broody on the 8th and it's the 13th right now. So she's got a while. That's our first broody hen that went broody. Then this is our Silkie pen. This is blue is our rooster Buford. This is our rooster Whitney, the partridge. He's a little bit more aggressive than Buford. Then there's our hen Cotton. She has not went broody yet. She's a little dirty because it's been raining a lot. Hey Whitney, how you doing? These are our chicks that we hatched November, let's see, it was right before, I think November 8th is when they were 11 weeks old today. And so we moved them in here in a crate because we're going to put them together with the other Silkies. They've been separated right now, but we have to let them see each other for a few days, get used to each other, so that's why they're in a crate. So we're trying to get them used to, they just moved today. Their mom is Miss Ellie Mae, who is broody again. We separated her 3 weeks ago, and from her chicks. She was with them until 3 weeks ago, and then she went broody yesterday, the 12th. So she is on 8 eggs, but they are full-size eggs. They're not Silkie eggs. She's got some white leghorn eggs, some Easter eggers, and some Americana eggs under her. So she has 8 eggs, full size. Last time she was on 7 Silkie eggs, and she hatched 6. 1 didn't make it, and then we lost 2 because it was very cold when she hatched her eggs. It was in the teens, and they didn't make it, but the other ones are doing good. We lost the pink ones that were her color because she's a pink. So all we have now is the black and blues. There's some blue ones and some black ones. There's one, it's barred blue. It's my favorite. We think he's a rooster, but we're hoping there's some hens in there. We don't know. We're not sure yet. Then we have my favorite hen, Miss Sumo, who decided to go broody today. She's getting her eggs all together. Good girl. She is on 6 Silkie eggs. That's all we had that were fertile. We had 10, but only 6 were fertile, or that we could see. So she's on 6 eggs, and she has shavings all over because when they go broody, for some reason they put shavings on their back. I'm not sure why she does that, but she does that a lot. And she's been doing that for a few days, kind of getting ready to go broody. But then Ellie Mae went broody, so we didn't think she would. And then we sat some eggs down, and she immediately went on them. So she just went broody today. She has 6 eggs under her. So that means we're going to have hopefully 6 more Silkie chicks. Then we'll have 8 different kind of chicks, some white leghorns and some Easter eggers, stuff like that. So hopefully they'll hatch. But this is my favorite hen. She's very sweet. Her name is Sumo, and she is the smallest one. So that's why we only put 6 under her, because we weren't sure if she could have them anymore. But Silkie eggs hatch quicker than regular eggs. The one that Ellie Mae's on is probably going to take 21 days. When Ellie Mae was on her Silkie eggs, they hatched in 18 days. So Sumo will probably have chicks before Ellie Mae, and even probably before the Salmon Favorel's name is Sassy, but probably before Sassy. So she'll probably be the one to hatch first, but we'll just see. We haven't separated them from the roosters yet. We'll see. We're going to build something for them because we need pens to put all the chicks and the moms all together, because we like to separate them from the roosters for a while. and just to get them used to each other. We sat these eggs there to see if Cotton would go broody, but right now she has not been interested, so we'll probably move those back in the house tomorrow and keep them. But right now we have 3 broody hens, 2 broody silkies. This is the first time Sumo's went broody, and I just gave them haircuts, so that's why their hair has little spikes that's grown back, because they couldn't see very well. So I gave them some haircuts, so they're not as fluffy as they usually are. But if you can see, she's doing that. What she's doing is she's rolling the eggs under her, and she's also taking some of her feathers out. If you can see all the feathers right there, she's taking them out to make her closer to her skin so it's more moist. If I took the eggs up, you could see how like moist they were and wet, because they stay that way. And Sumo just started, so she will be there. Probably she won't get up until tomorrow afternoon when we feed her, but they only get up about once a day, so until about the last week, and they don't get up at all. So broody hens are working hard. A lot of broody hens don't want you to touch them, but my silkies, they are really friendly, so I'm able to touch them and pick them up off the nest with no problem. They don't have a problem me touching them, but the salmon Favorel does. She does not want me to pet her or anything. So here's her rearranging her eggs. She rolls them, I think, a few times a day. I don't remember exactly how many times a day they roll their eggs, but they roll them and turn them. And so here she's putting more shavings on her. I looked it up and it said, I'm not exactly sure why she's doing that. I need to read it again. It's been a while since I looked it up, because we caught her doing this, let's see, it was about 3 weeks ago, and we thought she was going to go broody, but then it started snowing and it got cold, so she never sat on the eggs, so we took them inside. So I guess she's just getting all the stuff, and if you can see, the roosters are messing with the chicks' toys right there. So I think they're a little bit used to them. We'll probably let them all be together in a day or two. This is just the first day. They seem to be doing good. They haven't tried to fight them or anything. They're just watching them and just want their treats. That's all they're doing. So that's Buford's trying to get the treats. Some scratch feed comes out of that. So I think they'll be good. We were a little worried because Whitney, the one that's getting the treat right now, is a little bit aggressive toward the hens. Buford is not. He's very, very sweet and really calm. But Whitney is really aggressive. So we didn't want to just put them in there without a little bit of time to adjust. But really, he didn't do anything. He just watched them and kind of tried to steal their food. So I think he's going to be fine with them. We'll try and keep a watch on him. Cotton's just sitting over there, not really doing much. We thought she was going to go broody too, but she doesn't seem interested. She doesn't seem like she's going to, so we'll probably take those eggs out. Tomorrow I'm going to have to mark Sumo's eggs, because last time Ellie Mae was broody, the other 2 were still laying, and she would steal every egg that they laid and put them under her. And you can't do that, because if you have some that are older than others, they won't hatch right, and it's just basically a waste of an egg. So we would have to get them off of her every day. So I'm going to have to, we know that these, we can tell these apart because only Silkies are in here, so I know if she steals a Silkie egg, I'll be able to recognize it easy. But now that she has 6 Silkie eggs under them, I'm going to have to mark them to make sure I know which ones started today and which ones Cotton has laid. Which Silkies lay about twice a week, so it shouldn't be too many eggs with only one laying, because when they're broody, they don't lay eggs anymore. So I'm going to have to mark them. And we'll just keep an eye on them. And hopefully soon we should have around 20 chicks. Last time we had like a 90% hatch rate, so I hope we have around there. We have 23 eggs right now under hens, so we might have 23 chicks. And there's Whitney. I think he's the prettiest. We named him Whitney because we did think he was a hen, but he turned out to be a rooster, so we just kept his name. Kept his name Whitney. Didn't we, bud? Yeah, you like the name. Buford is over there. He's a little bit smaller and definitely not less aggressive. Whitney is the king here. He rules everything. He is not sometimes aggressive toward me, but not a lot. Like, I can pet him. I can pick him up and pet him whenever I want. Silkies are really, really sweet. And so, our other roosters, we'd never be able to catch them. We have, like, white leghorn roosters. We have a Rhode Island red rooster. We'd never be able to catch them. My Silkies, I can pick them up anytime I want. But he's just a little bit more aggressive toward the hens. And so that is our broody hens. Hopefully we will have some chicks soon. Hey, Silkies. Hey, chicks. Hello, this one's my favorite one. He's Barty's, or he or she. I hope it's a she, but I think it's a rooster. It's hard to tell with Silkies what they are until about 4 months, and they're 11 weeks old, so they've got about another month to go. I remember with the 5 Silkies we have, I was wrong on every single one of them, so I'm not going to try to guess which ones are roosters or hens. Right now we just got them separated in a crate, but they will be moved in with everybody else in about a day or two. They're real sweet. They're a little skittish because they were raised by Ellie Mae, and when you raise them with a hen, they aren't as used to people. But Silkies are really gentle anyway. It just takes them a while. When I had the first set of Silkies, the adults right here, it took them until about 6 months old to actually get used to me. And now when I come in, when they're not broody on a nest, they come running to me and want me to pet them. Except Cotton is the only one. Cotton doesn't really like to be picked up. So once you pick her up, she's fine. She likes petting, but she's not as likely to like being picked up as the other ones. I can pick her up. She just makes some noise. But not bad. Not like other chickens where, like our Buff Orpingtons, even though they're sweet, if you try to pick them up, they run away, and our Silkies don't really do that. But there is our boys and girls. Buford's trying to steal the treats from their treat ball. Buford, that's the chicks. That's not yours. You already have corn. Go find your own corn. That's Sumo putting some shavings on her. She's my favorite hen. She's just very, very sweet and follows me around everywhere. Hey, Sally Mae, you gonna get me some chicks? I sure hope so. You're doing so good. Good job. Yeah, good job. There's my Sumo. And there's Cotton, who doesn't have any interest in these eggs. They'll probably be gone tomorrow. Doesn't seem to want to go broody. She's not like the other Silkies. Whitney, see you tomorrow.